I did some coaching calls this week with network marketers who were genuinely trying, posting every day, showing up consistently, doing what they were taught, and yet no sales, no real momentum, no conversations, just posting into the void while watching other people in their company post screenshots of enrollments and rank advancements. And during one of those calls, I found myself thinking, why would they teach you that? Seriously, why are so many network marketers being taught to post constantly on social media without first understanding who they're even talking to? Because if your content sounds like it's for everybody, nobody feels like it's for them. And that right there is the real reason why so many MLM posts never turn into sales. Not because social media stopped working, not because you're lazy, not because you need to grind harder. It's because your content blends in with the other 10,000 network marketers all posting the exact same generic stuff every day. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 specific reasons for why your posting doesn't get sales or team members and teach you the exact shift that completely changes the way people respond to you online. Reason number 1, why your posting doesn't get sales or team members. Generic content creates invisible people. Now, before I go further, let me say something important. Consistency does matter. I'm not against posting consistently, but consistency with the wrong message just makes you consistently ignored. That's the part most people never stop long enough to think about. Most network marketers are posting things like financial freedom, time freedom, join my team, motivational quotes, selfies, vague inspiration. Hey, big things are coming. Never quit. That stuff all starts sounding interchangeable after a while. Your audience scrolls by it because it feels like it could have come from literally anybody else out there on social media. Here's the real problem. Your audience cannot identify themselves in your content. That's powerful if you really think about it. And let me give you an example. Imagine driving down the highway and seeing a billboard that says, "Attention humans." You'd ignore it instantly because it's too broad, it's too vague. But now imagine driving down the highway as an exhausted mom and seeing a billboard that says, "Mom, tired of taking care of everybody except yourself?" Now suddenly she's paying attention because it feels personal to her. It feels relevant to her. It feels like, hey, hold on a second, this person understands my life. Now imagine a 45-year-old dad driving by a billboard that says, "Type 2 diabetes, exhausted every day and scared you won't be around long enough for your kids." Now he's paying attention. It's relevant to his condition and it hits him hard personally. It feels like, wait, this person understands exactly what I'm dealing with. That's the thing right there that most network marketers never do online. And here's the crazy part to me. Getting specific like this feels like you're cutting too much of your overall audience out, but it actually creates attraction. And it's what expert marketers will tell you to do all day long, while amateur marketers try to talk to all people all the time and never get sales or recruits from it. Because specific people finally recognize themselves in your content when you get specific. Reason number 2, why your posting doesn't get sales or team members. People follow the person who understands them the most. One of the guys I talked to this week used to be a trucker. And while he was walking me through his social media strategy, I realized something immediately. None of his content had anything to do with truckers. Nothing. It was generic motivational posting mixed with business posts. You know, stuff like stay focused, don't quit, your breakthrough is coming, work harder now so you can relax later. The same kind of stuff thousands of network marketers are posting every day. Now, look, a trucker scrolling social media doesn't get emotionally connected with that. There's no feeling of, hey, this guy understands my life. But imagine if every post that he made centered around things like life on the road, missing your kids growing up, sleeping in truck stops, exhaustion, back pain, eating garbage food on the road, getting paid by the mile, realizing you physically can't do this forever, wanting income that doesn't depend on more driving hours. Suddenly, now a trucker scrolling social media stops and pays attention because now the content feels personal. Now they feel understood. Now they feel seen. Now they trust the messenger more. That's attraction marketing, not randomly posting and hoping strangers magically care. Attraction marketing is becoming relevant to a specific type of person. People follow the person who understands them the most. That sentence alone could completely change your business if you actually listen to what I just said and absorb it. Because right now, many of you are trying to talk to everybody. And when you talk to everybody, nobody emotionally connects to your message. That's why you can post every day and still feel invisible online. And by the way, if you're just absolutely tired of doing this, posting like this into the void, tired of blending in with every other network marketer online, and if you want help figuring out who you should actually be talking to online, go check out my free digital recruiting bootcamp. I posted it in the description and pinned comment below for you. Inside, you're going to learn how to create content that emotionally connects, how to stop sounding generic online, and how to position yourself in a way that attracts conversations and sales of your MLM product or service. It's waiting for you down there in the description and pinned comment. Reason number 3, why your posting doesn't get sales or team members. Most uplines teach activity, not marketing. And honestly, I think this is one of the most discouraging things happening in network marketing right now, because there are genuinely good people working hard, but they're being taught outdated marketing or vague marketing or random just stay consistent advice without any real understanding of positioning, messaging, or attraction. And let me be clear here, I am not attacking network marketing, and I'm not attacking hard work at all. Hard work matters, consistency matters. But again, consistency with the wrong message just makes you consistently ignored. That's the difference. Most people are being taught stay active, post more, keep grinding, trust the process, but nobody explains why certain content works and why other content doesn't work. Nobody's teaching you audience clarity, positioning, emotional connection, relevance, messaging psychology. So you end up frustrated. You start wondering, hey, maybe social media just doesn't work. Or worse, maybe I'm not good at this. Meanwhile, the real issue is that nobody can clearly tell who you help, what problem you solve, why your content matters to them. There's actually a Bible verse that comes to mind here, Proverbs 15:22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. And honestly, I think a lot of network marketers are suffering simply because instead of widening out who they get counsel from and come at things from a perspective of humility around their current marketing skills, they default to only listening to company or upline training that's teaching activity, but not attraction. Reason number 4, why your posting doesn't get sales or team members. Relevance creates sales. Another guy I talked to was over 50, like me. And he kept telling me why he was trying to market to families. But as I listened to him talk, I kept thinking, why are you not speaking directly to men over 50 who feel financially behind? Why aren't you talking directly to the guy worried about retirement, the guy realizing his body is wearing down, the guy wondering if he waited too long, the guy who secretly feels behind financially, the guy realizing he cannot outwork age forever? That person would feel understood. You see the difference? One person sounds generic, the other person sounds relevant. And relevance creates conversations. Relevance creates trust. Relevance creates emotional connection to you. And emotional connection creates the sales that you're looking for. People buy when they feel understood, seen, emotionally identified, not when somebody screams opportunity at everybody on the internet. And what I see personally and through others, the people winning online right now are not necessarily the loudest people. Don't even have the biggest social media channels. Some are quite small, actually. The people winning are the clearest people. You should strive to become one of them. And this is exactly why I have the digital recruiting bootcamp to give you. Because most network marketers were never actually taught these skills. They were taught activity, but not attraction. They were taught posting, but not positioning. They were taught hustle, but not the relevance. And I know this personally because I used to do the exact same thing. I used to think if I just stay consistent long enough, eventually something will just, magically happen. But the breakthrough wasn't posting more. The breakthrough was finally learning how to communicate in a way that made specific people feel understood by me. That's what changes everything for you. Because once you know who you're talking to, what they're struggling with, what frustrates them, what scares them, and what they secretly want, content creation becomes dramatically easier for you. Now you're not just randomly posting. Now you're building attraction. And that's what the Digital Recruiting Bootcamp teaches. Not hype, not spam, not cold messaging your friends and family, actual marketing skills. Audience clarity, messaging, positioning, content strategy, relationship-driven marketing, the exact skill set most struggling network marketers are missing. So if you're tired of posting into the void, if you're tired of blending in with every other marketer online, if you want help figuring out who you should actually be talking to online, go check out my free digital recruiting bootcamp. I posted it in the description and pinned comment for you. Inside, I'll help you understand how attraction marketing is supposed to work, how to create content that emotionally connects, how to stop sounding generic online, how to position yourself in a way that attracts conversations instead of chasing people. And from there, I'll introduce you to the deeper attraction marketing skills and systems that completely change the way I market myself online. Lastly, I created another video that gives you 6 fresh ideas for how to stop chasing prospects and get them to lean in, love your messaging, ask how they can buy from you. I'll put that right here so you can check that out next. You'll learn why you got to stop talking about your debt-free company, product, or comp plan, and I give you examples of exactly what to say instead that gets you the sales you're looking for. Go watch that now, and I'll see you over there.